pulls like a fucking Subway sandwich sized chunk of scalp from this dude's head. I'm not bullshitting. Like this big.
Do we have monkeys in America?
No, we do not.
What about South America?
South America has some monkeys, yeah.
Wow. Arian Foster, who's a football player, he said I could take a wolf.
Yeah, he's crazy. We talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah, do you think...
We did a podcast together. That's ridiculous.
No chance.
No, impossible.
Even you're a wrestler.
No chance. Okay. You would get, it's literally like a machine that crushes moose bones.
Okay. So no animals.
A wolf's bite is 5 times stronger than a pit bull's.
Okay. Did you see this?
And their teeth are designed to crush bone.
Oh, this is the craziest shit I ever seen. What are you doing in this situation?
So this is a family that went to Thailand for like a trip, okay? If I'm not mistaken. So they're like hanging out and they go to like an orangutan exhibit. Oh, no. And this is like this is not graphic, but this is one of the things that they do.
Oh, no. Yeah. Well, say hi for this. Watch this lady get bit.
but she's just chilling there, and then they do like an orangutan experience, and this is what happens. He walks up behind her.
Do you see what he's grabbing?
Grabbing her boobs.
He's
smiling, tongue
and then
out.
He smiles and then just dips. But I don't think I would want to be that close to an orangutan ever in my life.
No.
Yeah, that's not necessary. If that thing wanted to, it could pull you apart like a roll of toilet paper. Just shh.
Yeah.
It could pull you apart like you were nothing.
Yeah, these people
like
are...
we think of like, oh, it's not that much bigger than me. It's like it's kind of the same size as me. It's not even the same thing.
Yeah, strength to weight ratio.
We're made out of jelly donuts. That's what it is.
Yeah.
There's not a goddamn animal where you wouldn't be able to fight off a feral cat.
Bears are the scariest animal. I'm glad we actually cleared that up.
I think they're one of the scariest.
I accept that as an apology.
But big cats might be even scarier.
Yeah, I'm more afraid of a big cat.
Yeah. Big cats are scary.
Way more afraid of them.
I don't know, bears, I feel like I could get away, or if I feel like I could do something, but with a tiger or lion, I'm being dead serious, but with a tiger or lion, I feel like there's nothing.
Do you remember when you scared me with the bear thing?
No, what was it?
Do you remember this? I forget where we were. We were at some comedy club. I told you about fear of bears, and I was like on edge all day because I was like going through all my childhood trauma with bears, and then you just popped out of nowhere at the comedy club. I think we're in like Salt Lake City.
Do you have a lot of childhood trauma with bears?
I mean, kind of. As a kid, it was the scariest thing in the world because we would just be sitting in our house, and all of a sudden, all the trash cans would rattle, and I'm like 6 years old, and all the dogs would start barking crazy, and then we'd run outside, there'd be a bear there.
And Florida bears are like Florida people.
They're all
very unpredictable.
Smoking PCP. These bears are crazy.
Unpredictable, running from the law.
Wearing Trump hats.
Yeah, they got guns and shit, bro. These bears have guns, dude. And I would go outside and I would just bump into one, and then I'd run inside. And I'm like 6 years old, and then my family found out about it. They bought a bear mask. And then we had a full bear mask, and I'd be sleeping in my bed, 8 years old. My brother kicks in the door, wakes me up, and growling, and I'd wake up, and there'd be a bear in front of me.
Yo, this is amazing. So we made fun of you because of this?
Yeah.
I didn't listen to a lot of things you said earlier when you were opening up. I'll be honest
I got
with you.
so terrified of bears. And then they knew, once I got comfortable with the bear mask, then they just flipped the mask inside out.
Oh, my God.
So it was like just a beige.
Oh, and then we did something. Did we print out a
we
picture?
were planning to do it. We never did it.
I don't know if we ever did it, but we wanted to scare you with a full bear costume.
I was terrified.
It's still coming.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Be honest.
Please don't.
It's gonna come.
That's the scariest animal.
Real bears are they're weird to see. Because you actually see them in the wild. Like I saw one grizzly, and it wasn't a big one. It was only about 6 feet tall. But it stood up, and it was looking at us. It was looking at us in a totally different way than anything's ever looked at me.
I saw a bear when I was in fucking Montana, and its cub. Nothing. It didn't. I was
a
biking.
Black bear? Might have been a black bear.
Maybe a black bear.
Did you see
I don't
Grizzly
believe
Man?
you.
I swear to God on my life. I was
The
at my
bears
boy
are everywhere.
Edmundo's bachelor party. We're doing a bike trip.
I don't believe you. You need to get high more often.
I have video. I have video of the bear.
He's not arguing with you. He's fighting against the feeling the weed is bringing inside of you.
What is the feeling?
I don't think I'm high anymore. I think it passed. It's
Oh,
over.
yeah, you're fine.
Okay, let's get him a little bit more then.
More afraid of bears
Yo,
or sharks?
give us a blunt because we're in New York.
Depends on
we
where you
gotta-
are.
We gotta smoke a backwood.
Oh, yeah, pop these out. Yo,
On the ground.
Bring the whole joint over here.
Yeah,
On the ground.
No, give the whole thing. Oh, we got the dipped ones. That's too crazy for me. But just bring out the whole thing over, and then we could choose.
So here's my answer. On the ground, a bear is not as scary as a shark is in the water.
Oh, bro.
Shark is the apex.
I
there
am
we
way more afraid of sharks. Way more afraid of alligators.
Yeah.
Way more afraid of. Have you ever smoked a backwood, Joe?
Yeah.
You really have?
Yeah.
Who the fuck you smoke a backwood?
I'm telling you, it's
Oh,
not
a
that
lot of
unique
them.
to New York.
No.
I thought this is like a Brooklyn, New York thing.
No, they spread
South
around.
thing.
Charlie
It's more
Murphy
South
introduced
thing.
me to
Okay, that makes a little bit more sense.
the concept back in the day. He was the first guy I ever smoked blunts with, and I was like, oh.
Wait, really?
I was like, this is better.
Yeah.
Blunts are better. But you just have to admit that you're enjoying the tobacco. Like there's a conversation online with me and Wiz Khalifa about that. He's like, why do you like blunts? I go, I think I like the tobacco. He's like, I'm glad you're honest about that. A lot of people, they don't want to admit that they like that tobacco part.
Yeah.
But the tobacco is not good for you, right?
But it's awesome.
I
would smoke
That's
cigarettes.
why I like cigars.
Oh yeah, the Schultz after a few beers. Oh,
I love
cigars?
a cig.
He's lighting up a
cigarette. I don't really like
yeah.
cigars that much, but cigarettes are great. I love a cigarette.
Well, you know what cigarettes do? They give you a head. Ooh, that's nice. They give you a head rush. That's good stuff. Cigarettes give you a.
Spoken in 2 hours.
We talked about his legs. He said, he's thinking, he's going, I can never make my legs bigger. If John Jones can't do it, I can't do it.
Yes. I'm judging by that.
Apex. That's Apex.
You think he's the best ever, bro?
Where's my baby back?
There's a real good argument he's the best ever, but I don't think there is one best ever, honestly.
Why not?
Because I think it's like there's so many variables. There's like the quality of the competition. There's the length of the reign. There's so many. There's like weight classes like 125.
Yeah.
But there's a real argument that Mighty Mouse is the greatest of all time. A real argument.
Did you
In
see
his-
that fight
in his
against
prime.
the Muay Thai guy?
Yes,
That was
amazing.
sick, dude.
Amazing.
I love that Muay Thai.
Because he had to get through that first round, Rodtang.
Yeah.
He had to go through that first round
Rodtang.
before he can
Do what he
utilize
did.
MMA. It was a crazy rule set. I like how they did it.
I'm getting
They said,
high.
Get high, son.
Yeah, they did one
One
round.
round Muay Thai,
He's a young
one
man.
round MMA.
Yeah.
And
And then one round Muay Thai, one round MMA. It only went 2 rounds.
Yeah. All Mighty Mouse had to do was get through that first round, essentially.
Yeah.
And then he took him down quick. And got his back.
I got it about to die. You good, son? You want one more?
No, I'm good.
Okay, good. Yeah. Once he took him down, it was a wrap. But it was so interesting to see him like respect the distance. Like that first round, Rodtang was just walking straight into him. He didn't give a fuck. Mighty Mouse even landed a couple shots. But the second round, when he knew that there was like jiu-jitsu at play or wrestling or anything, to see him backing up, keeping like 4 feet in between the two of them, like going, I cannot engage with this guy because if he gets me on the ground, it's a wrap.
Yeah. Mighty Mouse is legit. And him leaving the UFC and then going over and fighting with completely different rule sets too. They have a thing they did over there where they allow people to soccer kick your head on the ground.
Yeah, that's fire.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can knee to the head on the ground and you can soccer kick.
That's
to the head.
legitimately crazy.
But is it that much crazier than the rules that exist?
Yeah, guy's damn near unconscious. You can just kick the fuck out of his head.
You don't mean when he's unconscious. You mean when...
I mean,
on the
when he's
ground.
going out, I mean, he's still awake.
Damn near.
Yeah, no, he's right. It's tricky. It's very tricky.
I don't know
The problem is, it's like for one single blow, it's one of the most powerful things a person can do. Because it's a natural human movement, right? It's a natural human movement to just do that. That's so normal. Everybody knows how to run. So anybody who runs can probably kick a soccer ball pretty fucking hard. And when someone is going out and they're already like collapsed and the referee can't get to them in time, that person, if you can't soccer kick them in the head, might survive. Because you get on top of them and you ground and pound them. Maybe they deflect some stuff and maybe they clinch. Maybe the referee he might pull out of this and he'd go. But if you were allowed a soccer kick,
Yeah.
a lot of those fights are done. A lot of those fights are done. If you're allowed a soccer kick. And you just go watch some of the fights in Japan. Japan allowed soccer kicks. But it was different because Japan allowed it in a ring. And in the ring, you can kind of move around the ring. The cage, you can't go anywhere. So soccer kicks in a cage are uniquely problematic because you could get to a position where you're pinned. Your head is pinned, the cage is here, and a guy could just punt your fucking face, which is, I mean, I can't imagine getting hit harder than that.